Welcome back, everybody, to another Tamers talk.
Oh yeah,
Basil, how was your Thanksgiving?
it's Wednesday.
Ah,
A little bit of movie magic.
well, we hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and time with your families.
I'm sure my Thanksgiving was tremendous.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real full by the time you guys watch this.
True.
So, what a week! We have
BT14 is live.
It is crispy. It is at the front of everyone's minds. How are you feeling about the new set so far?
It's good. It was one of those things that the more you look at it, it's like a deceptive set in a way. It's not like, oh, I'm really excited for this BT14 deck. I feel like the ones that are contained basically within it is pretty much only Fenrir Lugamon.
Yeah.
And D-Police. Everything else is kind of like
The junctuary.
it's it's sort of like a support for an old deck, or just like the missing pieces it was needing. And so the stuff that I've been building is like, I want to call them BT14 decks, but it kind of feels disingenuous to say that.
Same.
It's kind of like one thing I'm really think could be really strong this format is Mastemon, but I wouldn't really call Mastemon a BT14 deck.
Yeah.
It just has some BT14 cards in it.
Yeah.
But then I know you are just excited about the promos and
Everything,
and
man. You're talking to the guy that's, let's see, Hexablau, Diaboromon, Lord Nightmon, like all these, they all got really good pieces in this set.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good pieces. So I've done more digging through old stuff for this set particularly than I have in
I was like
who knows, man. I've just been finding cards for like Ulforts for the past 3
I
sets.
was like,
and
where are my Tommies at?
yeah. Blue Hybrids is back with a vengeance. I mean, the new Hexablau cards are really interesting. I'm excited to take that out and give it a test drive and see how Hexablau does with the new like gain memory and do some crazy targeted source stripping and finally a good Joe.
Yeah, for sure.
Because before that we had Sora and Joe, 4 cost, kind of situation.
Which is good.
Still a good card. But the new Joe is fantastic.
Yeah, it's another 3 cost tamer. Kind of like Keenan, where
cost 2 though.
Never really cost 3.
It's just funny though, because I was going through some of my old cards looking for, cards for that set, and I ran into the old 3 cost Joe, which is exactly the same card, except it doesn't do anything on play. And you're just like, this is power creep at its finest.
Yeah. Well, we at Thunder Kitty Games. Shout out to Thunder Kitty Games if you're watching. I was talking with someone where I think that is one of the first instances of 1-to-1 power creep, and I was like, no, promo 9 Agu. And the BT14 Agu is 1K, and P9 Agu is 2K. So it's
and all the same play costs and Digivolves.
Yeah,
interesting.
So
normally they'll manipulate the DP, the play cost, or the Evo cost.
Yeah, right. To give it
1, just to make it different.
Slightly, right. Yeah. But I think Joe is literally just doesn't have the same on play.
Yeah, it's wild. But like I said, it's an exciting format for me just because it's so fun to go back and scratch those BT5, BT6 itches, and then
with the added the modernity that BT14 provides some of those old decks.
Yeah, and of course, Jessmon's back with a vengeance with the unrestriction, so it'll be really fun to go to locals and play Hexablau against Jessmon again.
Yeah, locals
haven't done that in 2 years, right? But with pretty much the exact same cards essentially, but with just better
a little
support.
Extra,
yeah. Oh, it'll be fun, man. I'm excited. We'll see to see what people come up with. This will be the first locals. Tonight will be the first locals that I've been to in this format.
Yeah, me too.
So who knows? Not me.
I don't know. I'm expecting, just from what I've kind of seen on like Discord, I'm expecting a lot of Fenrir Lugamon and D-Police. But it's weird. I know it's sort of like you could show up and it could be Edamon or Numemon or whatever, and it could
Ebimon, Vadermon.
Yeah, it could be Vadermon. It could be someone could bring out Mastemon. Who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting night.
True.
So we'll see what turnout looks like day before Thanksgiving. So I know some people are traveling. Jeff's traveling. He's with his fam. So it'll be a fun format. But I'm glad you're here because last week we did the me and Jeff breakdown of Pasadena
breakdown.
So if you guys haven't seen last week's podcast, go back and watch it. There's a cool little B-roll we put together about our trip.
Yeah.
Most of it includes this guy over here.
Looking excited. I was excited the whole weekend. It was awesome.
It was a fun trip, man. What was your experience?
Yeah, the tournament was cool
because you have. Sorry to interrupt, but you have a kind of a unique perspective because you've played in both online.
Yeah, this was
your first in person.
This was the first in person regional, but definitely not my last after going. I'm already confirmed for nationals. Sort of started getting the arrangements ready for that already. It was cool. It was I knew some people would recognize us. I was thinking probably like under 5, like somewhere around there. I think we may have saw like 30 DGS fans.
Yeah, it was great.
Which was cool.
Yeah. Shout out to all you guys.
Yeah, shout out to the fans. Couldn't do it without you.
Because the ones that came up to me were pretty timid, so there might have been more that just didn't want to come
that's
up.
true.
For sure.
Yeah, if you see me at Nats, come say hi.
Come give him a hug.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the guy at top table. Just kidding. But no, the difference between the online and the in-person is the first. It was really cool playing next to people.
Yeah.
Because it would be like turn third. I was playing the promo Black or Gray OTK deck. The one that Justin and I you've seen on the channel, featured a couple times.
He took third with it.
Yeah, he took third at an online regional. And it'd be like turn 3. And I would say, okay, it'll be 3 checks at 23,000, and everyone would be like, huh? Like, what do you mean?
Heads would turn,
or like it'd be like 5 minutes in, and I would be like, do you want to go first or second for game 2?
Yeah,
and people are like playing setters or something.
They're on turn 4.
And so that experience was fun, and then basically people would say, what is that? And then someone else, oh, that's the Chimeramon OTK thing. And I was like, yeah, full deck list on Digital Gate Studios YouTube channel, handing out stickers and stuff.
Yeah. So
that experience was really cool. The actual tournament was slightly disappointing for me. I ended up going X3. My first loss was to Shine Greymon. He was playing in the top table, round 8. He lost to Machine Dramon in the finals. He ended up getting 3rd or 4th or something like that. I lost to Galgamon, which Justin and I knew was one of the trickier matchups.
A tough one.
Because you don't have an out to Galgamon unless you have BT8 Metal Gray.
And you run a 1 of.
Which is a 1 of. Or they leave it suspended and don't kill you. I had won game 1, and game 2, I had 4 memory, and he had 5 security.
Ooh.
And I swung 2 checks, good. 2 checks, Hammer Spark. Ooh, and then he gained memory off of his Galgamon. And so I was at 0. I looked at my hand. I had no more memory, and I was like, okay, I only lose to another Hammer Spark or Ice Wall. And the last check was another Hammer Spark, and he ended up winning from there. So that was tough. And then in the I ended up losing my last round, which stinks because I would have gotten an extra event pack 5 if I would have won that. Lost to a Beelzemon.
It's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, it was a really bad little go of variance on the last round. I ended up having to hard play 2 Greymons to DNA into a Chimeramon, lightning jousting the Chimeramon to swing over Beelzemon.
That feels bad.
It was pretty brutal.
It's a stretch.
But it was a ton of fun. The only regret I have is I was 2-1 in round 3. And I should have dropped and played in the 3v3 event
with me,
with my good buddy Jesse. Yeah. I ended up not doing it because I wanted to play in the regional.
Yeah.
Because that's what I came there to do. But the benefit of hindsight, I should have just dropped and played in those.
I think we would have done well.
That 3v3 event, man, those cards are awesome. Yeah. And I know that they're going to be having 3v3 events at Nationals, which I think hopefully the scheduling won't conflict as much with the main event.
Yeah, because you're not going to want to drop from Nats to do it mid-tournament.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Core TCG, for hosting.
Yeah, it was really good.
Awesome. A lot of good fun. A lot of good vendors.
The vendors were amazing.
And a lot of good people.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And to the Pro Play Games guy who was trying to sell me that Paladin mode for $1,700. I was like, that's going to be a $200 card. He's like, no, you're out of your mind. Yeah, check it out now, buddy. But man, it was a lot of fun.
I liked it.
There was a comment made her because I was planning on playing Security Control initially for it, and everyone was telling me that. Oh, and most of them were people that played in online regionals. Like, you're not going to want to play Security Control for 9 consecutive rounds.
Yeah,
I really didn't feel like that felt just like a big locals to me. You know, because there was food there. You could walk around. The vendors had new stuff every time you walked by them. You know,
they were wheeling and dealing.
A lot of interaction. It was a lot of fun. So I really don't feel like I would have got burnt out playing anything there. I think it was all kind of.
It was a great environment.
Yeah. So we talked about it. We've been talking about it for a few weeks because I've been excited about the new promos that we got in this box topper, or as box toppers in this new set, and now that we have them, me and my OCD collecting, I'm starting to put them in binders, and I have a binder just for promos.
If you can't tell, viewers, but behind me is many, many, many binders and little folders full of cards.
Organized.
It's a sight to behold.
Anyways, so the promo binder is it's sequential by number, and my OCD I just leave spots open for cards.
It's got holes.
It's got holes for new cards. And I was going through and I was just like racking my head around all these promo holes that we have. And I'm like, Basil, where are these cards?
They're in Japan.
He's like, you have to look at some of these cards.
Yeah.
And so something that we came up with that we thought would be kind of fun is we're going to go through the promo cards that we don't have yet, that Japan has. And some of them are shockingly good.
Yeah.
Some of them are shockingly bad.
Yeah, some of them you were like, why would this even be a promo card?
Yeah, so let's jump into it.
Sure.
Little sneak peek about some of these we know when they're coming. Some of them we don't.
True.
So let's start with some of the. When you look at these artworks, you're going to think Digimon Survive.
Yeah, the Survive promos.
We got 3 of them, but if you didn't know,
Falcomon,
Agumon, and Labramon.
Labramon, yeah.
Yeah, so we got yellow, red, and purple.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a bunch more. There's 2 green ones. Let's start with the first one. The first one is Kunamon. On play, suspend Digimon.
We have this card so many times in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about this, even if you wanted to be like, oh, well, it could be maybe, it's not even an insectoid.
Yeah, it's a larva.
It's a larva, yeah, so it's not even searchable by the other insect stuff.
If you're giving this a letter grade, we'll just give these quick letter grades.
Oh, this is a D.
D.
This is a D.
I was on a D as well.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. We got a Floramon. So this is vegetation. This is right up your alley.
Yeah, this is up my alley. The problem with this card is and I'll talk about this. You'll hear about this when I talk about Bloomlord and the upcoming deck profile.
Yeah.
The rookies in Bloomlord are getting very, very good.
Yeah.
And finding room for all of them is incredibly troubling. I think stunning a suspended Digimon could be good because, like in a stack-based format, they promote, you counter promote, and then you suspend it with like a Pomumon, and then stun it with this to end turn. That could be good, but finding room for it in that deck could be also pretty tricky.
So I was gonna give it a solid C.
Yeah, this is a C.
Yeah.
If it had an inheritable, maybe we'd be
That's what I was saying it's missing, because everything in your Bloomlord deck is so cohesive with the inheritable, Digivolution cost, gain memory.
Yeah, all of them are now reducing Digivolve cost.
That just seems like an old way to just play like an on.
Well, dude, what promo number is this?
That's
P what?
P90 something.
P83.
83, yeah.
Like,
so we're an 82, yeah. So now yellow's got another one. We got a Lopmon. Lopmons have typically had pretty good on plays and stuff in this game. So this one is sec -1 on play, right?
Yeah, because the sort of strategy with the Lopmon is play it off the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this could be really good because the shoe doesn't have that many good Lopmons to play.
Yeah.
Again, the problem with this being no inheritable, security -1 to 1 thing.
You have to have a yellow tamer.
Yeah, well, ideally we are playing shoe to play this, but it doesn't recur any cards in the hand.
There's 2 more rookies that already do this without contingencies.
Yeah,
but
they aren't called Lopmon.
They are not called Lopmon. I'd give this another C.
Yeah, this is I might even say D.
You think it's that bad?
Yeah.
What else we got? Now we get the Dracmon.
Now this is a better card.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. So this is on play if you have a purple tamer, digivolve into an undead or dark animal from trash.
Yep.
By paying its cost.
Yep.
So I'm thinking This would be really good in Fenrir Lugamon, which is very topical these days.
Well, couldn't you could play this and then Evo into the Black Gato and have Rush, right?
Yeah, this turn you may Digivolve this Digimon. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Right?
It's a good idea. I was thinking more, whoa. I was thinking it was Digivolve another Digimon, but it is this Digimon.
Yeah. And you can do it from trash. That's pretty good.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm going to give this one a...
And then, okay, well, here's what I was thinking.
Okay, what do you got?
Is you promote, like, whatever, level 4, and then you Evo into level 5, play this, activate this on play, Evo into something that pitches a card again, pitch the 6, and then use the egg effect to Evo into the 6 that you pitch.
So if we're going by comparison, this has got to be like an A or a B.
Yeah, this one, I think this would find room in not only the Death X Tribal, but also in the Fenrir Luga deck.
Well, let's save the A for better. I'm going to say B.
I'll say B, yeah. I like that.
And then we have a new Siyakumon.
On play, one of your Digimon can't be attacked.
I don't think that's good.
Yeah, that sucks.
That
might go. That might belong with the Kunamon in F.
I think that's an F. That's so situational. Like how there's so many ways to kill things in this game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. I'll just de-digivolve it, kill it with a spell, bottom deck it. 20 different ways to get rid of Digimon in this. Now we're kind of into a new style here.
Yeah, we've made it to the S.
Yeah.
This is the piece that Pulsemon is missing.
Absolutely.
Is a tamer that's worth playing.
And why don't we have this yet? This yellow needs this in its life, man.
Yeah. When you would play a Pulsemon, suspend this tamer to draw one or gain one or both.
Yep.
It's perfect. It's 3 security synergy. It's a tamer. It's Pulsemon synergy. It's exactly
what the OG Pulsemon really did.
Yeah,
same thing. So,
but it also has synergy with all of the other cards in the line. It's just like that glue that it's missing.
Very good.
This is an S for me. I think
so too.
I think the Pulsemon line is really cool, and it's just missing exactly that.
I think we're just about into another S here. This is the Saberdramon. This is one we've been talking about.
Yeah.
The card effects on this are insane.
Yeah.
So we like those cards where you don't really need to build on it for it to be good.
Yeah, Raid Retail.
On face.
On the same card.
Yeah.
And I was like, Raid Retail? Like, wait, what? You raid into their level 7 and kill it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But then in addition, on deletion, recur a red or purple Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
This card is going to go in so many decks.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is going in... Obviously, the bird deck. Shouts to Jeff.
Yep.
This is going. I was talking with Jacob. This could go in red, purple, Imperial as well, because their cards are either red or purple, except for the new promo.
Grab pretty much everything. Yeah.
This is going to go in the Anubismon deck.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of your best targets for Mervamon because it already is retail, so it gains rush and then is a blocker and also can raid, so you just have insane board control. This card is amazing.
And it can recur a Death X out of trash.
And grab back a Death X. This is another S, I think, for sure.
I think so too. The only tricky part is that 3 Evo.
Yeah.
It's a little spendy.
Well, 3 Evo for 2 keywords and a good inheritable.
You just play training cards and call it good.
Yeah,
Evo
for sure.
1, say whatever. All right, now we have the Dracomon.
The Dracomon, yeah. This is the.
I'm not a huge Examon player, so maybe you can tell me the significance of this.
Examon is something I was super interested in because I thought we were getting this in BT14. So I bought. I have a playset of Examons at the ready. This is play a Groundramon. You can warp into a Wingdramon, or I thought it was only. I thought it went vice versa as well. But it looks like no. It looks like you do have to hard play the Groundramon to Evo into a Wingdramon, and then you can end up turn DNA.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So it basically, the idea is that you go this in the raising, and then hard play like the Searcher, Dracomon, or something. And then if they give you 2, or if they give you if they give you 2 memory, you can get into Examon turn 2.
Nice.
If you have the pieces. That's sort of the idea.
So I'm gonna go with whatever your grade is on
I'm
this.
gonna give this an A. I don't think it's
You
quite
think it's that good?
I don't think it's quite as universal as the Saber Dramon, but it's exactly what a deck like Examon needed.
Okay.
Is a way to get into Examon quicker.
All right, let's jump into a Beastkin Green.
Bastemon.
So the effects look decent, but I feel like green, you have to have a consistent line, whether it's insectoid, vegetation, plant fairy, and this being a Beastkin.
Not a blocker.
Yeah,
I'm confused on why it's all turns. Bastemon. What is this supposed to go with? That's what I don't get.
I don't know.
Because it's suspended? Like all turns when this Digimon becomes suspended, but there's no like.
It's not a blocker.
That's what I'm wondering. When this Digimon would Digivolve, reduce it by 1 on a 5.
It's kind of weird.
This is for something that I don't know what it's for.
Yeah.
There's something obvious that we're missing. But
let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments
right
what
now,
this is for.
Solid D for me.
So you Evo into a 6, and then there's some 6 to 7 that you reduce by this effect, I would presume. Or you tuck this somehow? I don't know. I don't know what this card is. Yeah, I'm putting this low.
I'm going to go D.
Yeah, I'll go D as well.
All right. Now we have another Destromon. So you Galactimon players, Galacticmon players.
This is a crazy card. Digicross Snatchmon and 4 Vemmons to make it 5 to hard play.
Which isn't bad.
Which is not bad. And then on play, delete a Digimon. Basically, if you full Digicross, delete a play cost of 7.
Yeah.
And then...
Which is pretty good. That's almost every level 5.
Yeah, and then you can switch your attack to a Vemmon or to a Galacticmon by tucking 2 Vemmons.
I don't know. This is pretty reminiscent
to
me of the new Nightmon because now it has 8 level 5s you can play.
Yeah, it's a good card for a bad deck.
Yeah.
So gotta give it a C.
You know what? I guarantee we'll see one of those at locals when that comes out. Somebody will put it together.
Oh yeah. Probably gonna be Jeff.
Probably. He does have I think a full 50 foil Vemmons.
Oh good.
I think he did the full collection. And then another niche, quote unquote niche deck is we have a plugin here for Sakuyamon.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Neg 6k and no when Digivolving effects.
Yeah.
That's good. The Sakuyamon deck was missing good expensive plugins.
Mm-hmm.
Like the green one is very good. Blue one is very good. The red one is very good, but they're only like 2 or 3.
It's really interesting.
So it's sort of like playing a plugin for free is like that's nice, but like
it's one of those decks that I've looked at 100 times, and I'm like, I am not smart enough to figure out ratios for this deck. The ratios just seem like a freaking nightmare in that deck. Trying to figure out
giving something no Digivolving effects is really strong.
Yeah, especially depending on the format too and what you're playing against.
And it's another security effect, has an effect and then go to hand.
-6 and go to hand is really good.
Yeah, that's good. I'd give this another good card for a bad deck. Maybe like a B though.
I give it a C.
Yeah, C or B.
Just because I think it also like the more plugins that come out, it just
the deck really becomes harder.
It just makes it
less
harder
consistent.
to build. Yeah. Okay, let's get in. We have a new. This is a Hunter's card.
Yeah.
This card scares me because I don't want to see that come back with a vengeance at locals. But
tuck 2,
and
then gain 2. Yeah, the interesting thing about this card is gaining 2k on your superior mode kind of doesn't matter too much. Yeah. But I think what does matter is recurring cards.
Yeah.
So you can get back 2 purples to draw 2 on the swing. Yeah. You can get if you need jamming, get to back the clock.
Yeah. It's tricky though because the security is terrible. It's just add to hand.
Yeah, well, it's a 1 cost.
I know, but still, like I feel like we're on the precipice now where, obviously we had all the null cards and like the early sets. Now I feel like we're almost to the point where like there's so many good cards in the game as far as options go.
Yeah.
That add to hand is almost just kind of
Yeah,
okay.
but what else?
yeah, but what else are you gonna do? Like, can you at least like return a level 3 to hand?
Yeah,
and then
for
add,
sure.
like, what else are you gonna do for
What
me?
else do
You
you
know,
do?
what's in
Yeah.
it for me?
I think the hunter's list is too tight for a card like this.
Yeah.
So I might give it like C.
I would give it a D.
I
just
think
because
D is
it's so specific for one format.
Yeah.
Or for one deck, and then also just not being a S tier
Not
for
even
that deck.
good,
you
yeah.
know? Now let's talk about you're gonna rate this one real high.
This is the best card I've ever seen in my life. So I've talked about Ragnalordmon before.
Yeah.
I love Ragnalordmon. The thing that I love about Ragnalordmon is the starter deck rookies.
Yeah.
On play, tuck, reveal, on play, tuck, reveal, and you just kind of cycle through stuff like that and build this giant thing and kill them. It's awesome. This is exactly what we need because the BT3 rookies are not very good.
Yeah.
And Spadamon is also not very good.
Yep.
And so this one is on play tuck, or on play you can tuck, reveal the top 3, reorder them, and then gain 2 memory. So gaining memory is really important in that deck because you have no setter that's worth playing, and you have no tamers, and you can't play memory boosts because your colors are all over the place. So gaining memory is really good. Then it gives your Legend Arms Raid.
That's insane.
Which is awesome.
Raid is an inheritable on a level 3.
Part of the problem with that deck is you would swing with Durandamon, and then you activate its effect to tuck stuff. And if you didn't tuck something, you're swinging 1 check at 11. And it's like, if this dies, I lose.
Yeah.
So then you tuck this, gain 3k, raid, then you have board control. And then, if you can't go into Ragnalordmon that turn, you still have board control with this card.
That's pretty good.
For me, this is an easy S.
Yeah.
Ragnalordmon is going to be tier 1 in BT16.
Because of this one rookie?
Well, and theoretically, we're getting Ragnalordmon support in BT16, which we haven't seen yet. But I love this card. I think it's amazing, and I can't wait to have it.
All right. I'll stick with your ranking there. I trust you. I don't play Ragna, but
it's not It's not that good, but I love it.
All right. Now the next one, I don't know. I've just kind of adopted blue in the last few formats. I really like blue decks. And this one I think is very interesting because it fits in a couple different ones. I think maybe not organically, but I think that this could find a home in some really fun decks. On play when digivolving, one of your blue Digimon can't be deleted in battle, so that's good.
Yeah,
already by itself. But the inheritable is really interesting.
Yeah.
So
give something rush.
So my thought immediately goes back to Ulforce. You know, you digivolve into Ulforce, unsuspend, play a Jerry that plays a Leo. Your Leo now has rush.
Oh.
You know?
Oh wow.
So you could stack more Leos in the deck. You could do some fun things. So really interesting. How consistent that's going to be, I don't know. Obviously, this goes in the Aegisdramon deck. That's the organic home for it, right? So, but man, this would be really, really interesting to play. It's like a full Aegisdramon deck with Kaiser Nails and stuff.
Yeah,
really cool card. So I'd give this a solid B, just because.
I'm with that.
5K is not too shabby for level 4 either. So. Okay. Another Edamon. This is the
Listen
one.
to me.
You've been talking about this.
I've said
100 times.
I've said this once. I'll say it again. They are printing so many cards for this deck. It has to be good eventually.
Eventually.
It just has to be. This one, whether or not it's better than any of the other Edamons, I have no idea.
It's got D-Digivolve on
D-Digivolve
it,
is really nice. On deletion, this is pretty interesting. Play a yellow or black card that costs 3. So that is a lot of your level 4s.
Yeah. Well, doesn't the King Edamon play this for free, I think, or something? There's a
Metal Edamon plays.
There's a way to play this for free.
Yes. There's many ways to play.
On play for free when D-Digivolve is strong.
Yeah.
So it's probably really good.
This probably has to be at least kind of good.
Yeah.
I'll put it in C just because this Edamon stuff, this Sukamon stuff is just following me around forever.
Someone take it to a regional and top with it because we want to see it. We want to see it represented for all the cards they've printed for it.
Yeah.
All right. We have an Insectoid next.
Kawagamon, yeah.
So this one, we got a Grandis card, right? Grandis or, Kabuteri.
Yeah. One of you can't unsuspend something and it gets 2k inheritable. It's so
That's not bad, though, is it?
It's not bad.
It's an on-play and when Digivolving. It only costs 4.
The good thing about the Insectoid deck is you have a really good level 4 in Stingmon.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 to Evo. When you delete something in battle, gain a memory.
That's really good.
And that's really nice. The Kuwagamon thing is you want to play Kuwagamon, and then there's a Kuwagamon X.
That's right.
And it gains piercing. But you probably are getting piercing from your Akuamon promos.
Yeah.
So it's
or it's just already on your level 6.
Yeah, or it's on your level 6. So going the sort of Kuwagamon route is, I don't think, the best. It's also on play, which I'm not sure. I don't think we've seen any sort of insectoid, play an insect.
Oh, play by an
effect. Yeah. So maybe it just wants you to play it for 4 to stun something.
Which doesn't feel terrible.
Yeah, but if you're playing insects, you kind of just want to have one big stack, swing over all of their stuff, and gain a bunch of memory.
Yeah.
Sort of my idea, but
all right, I give it a solid C.
I'd put it in D, just because it's kind of sucko.
All right, this one I'm kind of on the fence about. I think this is very strange.
Rareimon. This is a weird card.
This is a very strange card.
4
Another on play
3 to Evo. Yeah. Trash 1, draw 2. Always good.
That's good in black. Black does not typically have great draw.
Mm-hmm. And when attacking, pitch 1 to delete a level 3. What are you? Oh, it's undead.
Yeah.
This might be another Death X tribal card.
I don't know about tribal, but it seems like it would fit the bill.
Well,
shares the traits, right?
Yeah. Undead. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no opinion of this card. Maybe I'd put it in C just because I don't know.
I'd put it in C just because pitch 1, draw 2 in black could be good.
Yeah, but that 3 to Evo for a 4K, that hurts.
You just hard drop this.
Yeah, you just play this. You Evo a rookie and then just play it for 4.
Hellscythe can also play it for free.
Oh,
could be good.
True. Now we have to play yellow too. What a disaster.
All right, next we're on a Skull Gray.
Yeah, Skull Gray. This is I've actually been looking at Agubond as of recent because we got a Skull Gray in BT14.
Right.
This one is not, I don't think, for that, because it has on play and when digivolving, delete one of your things and then delete two 5Ks, which is kind of like the red side of things, and then on deletion play a red or purple from trash. The thing about the new Skull Gray is it plays an Agumon from trash but gives it rush, which I think makes it a little bit better for that deck. So I'm not entirely sure where this fits in terms of the deck.
Where does it belong?
Yeah, where does it belong?
I don't know.
Some kind of purple-red play by
shenanigans
effect thing,
or something. I think that's it, right?
That's the last one.
So give that one a solid.
Putting it in D. I don't know where you live, Skull Gray.
All right, guys. Well, we have tons of those. Those are all coming up eventually. I think we know that
some of them are EX5 toppers.
Yes.
And some of them are 15 toppers.
Yeah. And there's probably some of them we still don't know how.
Some of them we'll just never get ever.
They haven't told us when we're getting that Pulsemon Tamer yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Who knows?
Some of the older stuff, some of the Survive promos, don't hold your breath, I'd say.
Yeah. But so if you didn't know, that was my revelation this last week, where I was just like, Basil, we have to talk about some of these cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of them are
money,
and they're all kind of like the box toppers we got in this one. They're really leaning into older format, support, which I think is really cool.
I agree,
because they can only give us so many Greymons and War Greys, right?
I don't think.
We'll always. I
don't know, man. I think we're gonna getting War Greys forever.
Yeah, I think so too. It seems like every other set, there's an SR Greymon of some sort, or an Agumon. We have SR Agumons in this guy. So, yeah. So I'm excited for locals tonight. I know we got a couple things up in the air as far as what we're playing, but I guess we could jump into cards of the week and wrap this guy up.
You want to lead us off, or you want me to?
I'm going to lead us off, and I'm going to cheat because Jeff's not here. Because Jeff did this when the Memory Boost first came out. I'm just going to pick them all.
Training.
I'm picking the training cards. And the reason I'm picking the training cards, it's also more work for me because now I have to get all of them below me. But
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we talked about these cards. They were hyped. Just because we saw what they did in Japan, and I think they were worth the hype. They've
lived up to it.
Thoroughly impressed with this, and I think the Bandai was really smart about when they released them, just with these new promos and stuff we got on the top, because like Lord Knight, I love that new Nightmon card, but the deck would be too slow without the training cards. The deck would still just be ancient, digital for 4, pass turn, your opponent swings 3 times with all that memory you gave him, whatever, being able to set up, Diaboromon's the same way. Hexablaw feels like it's the same way. It's just you can kind of stack these cards and then just get into your megas for, especially like with the older megas, like you're not looking at 5 cost evos. Everything back then was 3.
Yeah.
So you're able to get into your megas for 1.
Yeah.
So you're able to really accelerate and stay safe, use that raising area so much more efficiently now. Especially if your deck doesn't do anything all the way until you get to your 6th, then they're perfect. And they're great for everything monocolor. Like we said in one of the videos, start at 4 and work your way back.
Yeah.
And just see how you like the
Agreed.
deck. What are your impressions been so far with the training cards?
Training cards is the same thing as you. A lot of things that are hyped up that much almost can't live up to the hype. It's like I think people are talking a lot about ace cards before this format, and they're like, ace cards are going to ruin the game. We're turning into Yu-Gi-Oh, so on and so forth. And I always think, well, let's play with them first.
Let's try, yeah.
I think kind of the same thing about Galacticmon. People are like, Galacticmon's going to kill Digimon and Purple Draw Engine and yada, yada, yada. And I'm kind of like, let's wait until it's here. You know what I mean? So I was the same way with training cards. I'm like, Dig 2...
it's not 4, it's half of what we're normally doing.
Seeing only 2 cards, like if I have a hand that has 4, 5, 6 and a green memory boost or a memory boost, I'm gonna keep the hand. I'm gonna turn 1 boost. I'm gonna dig 4. I'm probably gonna find a rookie.
Yeah.
Not the same way with training cards.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's like I was like, whatever. But playing with them, it's like, okay, yeah. Especially the fact that you can grab options and Tamers.
The options thing is crazy. I mean, you can grab. I remember the first time, like after regionals, when we came home and I was able to kind of tear apart all 4s.
Yeah.
Like I think my first training card, I searched out an ice wall.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can grab the ice wall.
Ice wall, and then Evo and Arrow V for 1. It's
yeah.
like, yeah, that's
pretty good.
That's strong.
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that they are very good for the game, and I think that Bandai was smart. Just give every goddamn color one of them.
They all do the same thing.
They're all fine, but it really helps out decks like yellow and black that just don't have a good draw engine.
Yeah, agreed.
Inherently, it really helps you kind and just, if you need to cycle past a couple cards in the deck.
I used to say memory boosts were the glue that held bad decks together, and now training cards are that.
Yeah, I think memory boosts are still good.
It's just deck dependent.
I think it's very deck specific, because before you just played memory boost regardless and just hoped you didn't bottom deck the options or the Tamers you need to win the deck.
But now you can have a little more flexibility.
Yeah. So that's my spiel. What do you got?
I like that. Well, my card of the week is actually a send off.
Okay.
And I want to give a big 07 to Red Vegiemon.
Oh no.
You've seen the Rosemon deck is already live on the channel. Red Veggie does make its way in there. But my heart and soul lies in Bloomlordmon.
Yeah.
It's my favorite deck. It's one of my most played decks. I'm going to play it forever. I think it's good forever because we always get plants and fairies. A lot of stuff coming up. But Red Vegiemon, our level 4s are just too good.
Yeah.
You want to play the Togemon. You want to play the Sunflows.
Yeah.
Togemon X is on the way. I think Red Veggie has finally made its way out of my Bloomlord list.
And I want 3 hard play, 1 to Evo.
3 to hard play, 1 to Evo.
4.
Level 4 vegetation. If you have seen any video on the channel, you know that we love vanilla turbo cards.
I love them. Yeah.
And there was not a better card for that in Bloomlord than Red Veggie.
I don't think there's one printed that's better than that.
I played it in Ultimate Cup against Red Hybrids. And they went into Emperor Gray to blow up my Quartzmon and passed me to 3. You hard play the Red Veggie. You Digizorb you Evo into the Agitarmon.
Oh, Agitar, yeah.
Gain off of the Yoshino. Maybe I had a boost or something.
Yeah.
Agitar effect, played out a Palmon, Evo'd into Bloomlord, gained the memory back, and put another Quartzmon on top of it.
That's wild.
From an empty board, I went to a level 7. You can only do that with Red Vegiemon.
Yeah.
So I want to give a salute to Red Vegiemon. Thank you for everything you've done. But I think it's time to have some effects on my cards.
I agree, and I can't wait to see your update for that video for
Yeah.
sure. I think we got a lot of good stuff coming for the channel. We have tons of deck profiles. We filmed. I still have 2 unboxings to edit. We got all kinds of fun stuff on the channel, guys. Stay tuned. And while you're fat and happy and full with all your leftovers tonight, feel free to scroll through some of our older podcasts. Or I think this is episode 64, 65, somewhere in there. So we are consistent, if not anything else, guys.
True.
So thanks again for watching, being the best fans on the internet. And like, comment, subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. And we'll catch you guys next week.